Hello, welcome to Merlin's Mountain. I'm Andy, and I sincerely hope the magic of Merlin rubs off on you today. It usually does. So get your manifesting head on. You can do anything when you're tuned into Merlin. Absolutely amazing character for sure. And I hope in this video is going to be a very amazing reading. I thought we'd get the bunnies out again today because this was our favourite deck on the channel for like 2 years or something. And just lately I've been using lots of different decks. And before I get stuck into this, actually, just lately I've started experimenting with short form videos just to kind of help me get the word out. You know about 60-second tarot. I've been doing that for a little while now. And when I started that, I thought, 60 seconds enough, really? And I'm still not sure it is, actually. But then I discovered TikTok, and there's been like 38-second tarot quite a lot just lately. And they are different videos. They won't appear on my YouTube channel. I think one did, actually, as an experiment. But generally speaking, there are different videos on TikTok. TikTok is Twig Brother. Still got that name, still got that identity on TikTok at the moment. And link to that in the description below. So do follow me on TikTok, Instagram and Facebook also. It's always good to be able to keep in touch that way. Okay, so we're going to do a 5-card, pick a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, one of these is upside down. But don't spurn it just because it's upside down, all right? If the number you pick is the number you want to pick, just pick it whether it's the right way up or not. You never know, it might be kind of really positive to have it upside down. It's that one. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 in our tarot pick a card today. So let your inner psychic pick a number between 1 and 5. Pick all 5 if you like. I strongly recommend that. You get a nice kind of 5-card horseshoe effect then. And let's get stuck in with card number 1. And card number 1 is actually card number 3 in the major arcana. This is the Empress. There she is, needing a bit of help actually, a slightly impractical kind of Empress we've got here. But this is those wonderful people who kind of live with nature, and I'm one of them if I'm honest. I live in the woods, and it's totally impractical, I need loads of help, and I tend to get it, that's the nice thing. And it keeps me in touch with the fairies and all those other wonderful kind of pagan influences that lots of people either don't believe in or only half believe in. The magic is real, friends. That's what the real message of the Empress is when she comes up in a tarot reading and she means something to you. This is, of course, Tarot in Wonderland, based on the Alice in Wonderland stories, and of course, really based on the wisdom of the tarot, which is really and truly where it's at. And here is Alice helping out the Empress, brushing her hair. She looks like she doesn't want her hair brushed, really, but it's kind of got to be done. So Alice is charged in there to do it. And I don't know why I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say it. It just reminds me of a time about, my God, like 25 years ago, I think. I got on a bus and I was going into town, and the woman sitting in front of me was really quite smartly dressed, but she'd just forgotten to brush her hair at the back. It was all right at the front, but I could see the back of her hair and it was dreadful, and I just wanted to get her brushed. And this is it, sometimes we need help with something we can't actually see, with something we're not actually aware of, being unblessed with not having a wife. Sometimes when I get shaved, there's like shaving cream behind my ears, and I don't know until someone points it out, really. So there you go. Try and be aware of the things that are just outside of your field of awareness. That's really the message here. And of course, the other side of that message is just the wonderful bounties of nature. The Empress is really on top of those things. She understands those bounties of nature. She is a great one for abundance. And if you pick this card today, the message is, if you kind of, reasonably careful with what you do and visualize and actually believe that what you want can happen, and ask the goddess energy, okay, which drives this world all the time. It's where everything in this world comes from the goddess. All the synthetic stuff is made out of stuff we found in the ground. Everything around us, the plastics, the petrol, the gasoline, anything at all in this world starts off with nature. It's the real source of all abundance. The big tech companies would love us to forget that, but The goddess is the source, nature is the source, and the Empress knows all about it. Card number 1, and there we go. Let's have card number 2. What have we here? And it's the Knight of Pentacles. So we've got the abundance of pentacles, but this guy is kind of, he's just a little bit too keen on making sure he's got everything with him and he's completely safe, wearing a saucepan on his head. Not just as protection, a rather crazy form of protection, but because he wants to carry it with him. He wants to keep all the abundance around him. And being a knight, he's not quite at the top of the tree, but he is high up in the Pentacles suit. And if you pick this card, friends, then you're getting places. You're making a difference, most definitely. And your road to manifestation is kind of, you know, more than underway. Things are looking really good. But the message here, don't hoard up the abundance, okay? When something good comes in, make use of it. Actually use the abundance, because you've been asking for this abundance and praying for it and desiring it and wanting it. And it comes in, you kind of put it on a shelf and just keep it there. And it doesn't really change your life. It makes you feel a bit more upbeat because you've got a bit more going on. You know, you've got something else to be pleased about, to be happy about. But, you know, it remains as potential until you use it, basically. And many people fear using the abundance, thinking, well, what if no more abundance comes? I'm a right one for that. I really am, actually. And yeah, I'm going down to South Wales tomorrow. It's going to take about 2 hours to drive there and 2 hours back. And I've been up to North Wales the same way. This is how I work as a medium. I go around churches, and since the big C hit in February 2020, most of the churches in my area have closed, so I travel to them. And I'm always terrified. I'm not, you know, going to get there and my car's working, everything. You know. Rather than being grateful and delighted for my car working and having the money to front up to pay for all the diesel until I get paid, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, you know, what if the car breaks down? Oh, make sure my breakdown cover's all kind of up to date and everything. And it's good to have that breakdown cover because it's more peace of mind. But you end up like this, or I end up like this, really, when what I should be doing is riding forth on my charger, making things happen, and actually using the abundance that I've been blessed with, because that way more abundance is going to come in. And what I'm actually going to do tomorrow is I'm going to do this, and I'll film some of it. I'll take the camera in the car and film a bit of the journey at least. So I know you guys love the driving videos, and I love making them for you. But this is, I'm going to actually be using that abundance up. I'm going to be worried until I get home again, to be quite honest. I always give a big thanks to the gods when I get home and I'm at like the top of the lane coming back down into the woods, knowing I've made it. And if the car breaks down now, it's like 5 minutes walk through the wonders of nature. So it just, you know, it's human nature to be concerned about these practicalities and to be more than a bit worried about these things, perhaps. But I've done this so many times, I don't know why I'm worried. I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to work out because, quite frankly, it always does. So, Knight of Pentacles, the abundance is there. Use it. Don't just sit on your horse like this guy who's kind of 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. You know, get up and boogie, make things happen. That's the way to go with it. This, friends, brings us to our middle card. And the middle card is the King of Pentacles. Hey, Pentacles. Now, this being the middle card, if you picked all 5, this is really close to the meaning of all the other cards. It plays into every other card in the reading. And if you just pick this one, this is your card. It's the King of Pentacles. So great abundance indicated here. And look what's happening. He's sharing his abundance, but there's no one there to take part in it. You know, to partake of it, I suppose. That's the best way to say it, isn't it? He's a clever guy. He's got the price tag on his hat, which looks really mad. But he doesn't care if people think he's mad. The point is he makes hats. He's the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland. And by having that price tag on there, everybody knows how much you'll sell them a hat for. So, you know, it's advertising. It's clever, really, because he doesn't have to really do anything he doesn't ordinarily do. And people did wear top hats all the time in those days, or at least men did. So, you know, very shrewd move and a very wise move it is, the King of Pentacles. But how wise are we? Maybe not that wise if we pick this card, because that banquet is there and there's nobody to share it, which is kind of a shame. There's 2 cups of tea there. I'd have one of those cups of tea right now if I could. Beautiful bright pink clouds in the background. They're not slanted at all nice and straight and smooth. And there are lovely beautiful trees and verdant scenery. A lot of real positive images going on in this card all over the place. Not least of which is the pentacle that he's holding up in his hand there for us all to see. So the abundance is there, just got to take it. Very close to the meaning of the Knight of Pentacles, actually, but the King is a bit more up on top of it. And if you pulled that card, maybe someone is going to come in and actually help you to get towards the abundance you seek. Maybe you need to seek someone out, talk to someone who knows a bit more about what you're doing than you do. Someone who's got experience of it, an older person maybe. Find out what more you can do, what difference you can actually make, because you can always make a difference. Now it's the upside down card. This is card number 4. And it's the Page of Swords. There he is, upside down. Let's take a quick look at him the right way up. Okay, there he is, holding up his sword there. And I did see Matt on Life's video. And do watch Matt on Life, by the way, because he's always fun. Butterfly Kisses Healing, Liz Crafts, Jane the Seeker Tarot, Celtic Tarot Sheila, all friends of this channel, Intuitive You even, Kim Intuitive You, actually kind of brought me to the attention of a lot of you guys, so do check these people out. But yeah, Matt on Life, I was just watching his Fire Signs pick-a-pile, and I found myself with the Queen of Swords, and she was wielding this sword, like a sword of truth. Here, the Page of Swords is actually wielding it, but he's upside down. And when you get an upside down sword card, basically all the thoughts, all the craziness, all the swordy thoughts that are going on in your mind are actually distracting you from the bigger picture. So you actually need to turn this round for yourself if you possibly can. It's not, the sword of truth does no good at all if it's either pointing upside down or if it's in its, what's it called, a scabbard, the leather case sheath thing that they keep swords in. So get it out, basically, and start doing something with it and start making a difference. That's what really, really matters with every day in life. Every day is a gift, and every day can be used to make a difference, a positive difference, to get you closer to what you seek. Not just what you think you seek, but actually to get you closer to what you seek. And that is a key message with the Page of Swords, because the swords are all the things we think about, and very often the thing we think we want is just not appropriate. It's a nice idea, but it would never work out, that kind of thing. The sooner we move on from that, and the sooner we actually keep on, make that decision to keep on living life despite not having this thing we wanted, the further ahead we actually get in life and the more positive difference we make. So turn the page around if you pick this card. That's what you got to do. Okay, he's also holding a scroll, by the way, so there's new information you're not aware of yet, and this is one of the great reasons why we try and manifest something. It's not happening for some reason. It's because of stuff we don't know yet. There's the Page of Swords. Okay, so now card number 5 is the right way up, and it's the 8 of Pentacles. Loads of pentacles and a little bit of swords going on today, actually, but that's no bad thing. Bit of thinking and lots of abundance. I'd rather have like that than a lot of thinking and a little bit of abundance. You know what I mean? It's quite positive, really. So 8 of Pentacles, here's the King, making great progress, really steady progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's drawn out 7 pentacles. He's made 7 pentacles and hung them on the wall. And he's now making the 8th pentacle. But look, at the size of that pencil must be really, really hard to draw anything with that pencil. And basically, friends, if you pull this card, you haven't really got the tools you need. Or at least maybe you've got them, but they're not lined up. They're maybe not being used in the right way. So it's an invitation to, okay, you're making progress, but maybe it's killing you. Maybe it's just far too much work to make a tiny bit of progress. You're going to make more progress with the right tools. So that's the thing to think about here. It is a number 8, so we have got the whole thing of eternity going on there, or maybe it's that way around. Doesn't matter which way around it is, really, does it? If it's an eternal thing, it's the figure 8. It's magic, basically, and remember, no matter how much you might feel you're struggling, you're actually on the path that you're meant to be in this life. And if you pick this card, friends, you are actually going in the right direction and making all the right moves. But is there something you could do to make it easier, just to kind of calm things down a bit, and to allow your progress to grow and to allow you to develop and allow you to get places? That is the question. So there we are, friends. Much abundance, much to think about as well in today's video. Thank you very much indeed for watching it. Don't forget to miss me on TikTok, Twig Brother, and Facebook is Andy Lynch, L-Y-N-C-H, which is my actual name, and Instagram is For Astro Truth, but I think you can find me with Andy Lynch there as well. All that stuff is down there in the description below this video. If you tap ... more, up it will spring. And also there is my email address, 35and83@gmail.com. That is 35and83@gmail.com. If you would like a Zoom reading, an email reading, a birth chart reading, which comes as an email, I'm always here, I'm always doing these things, and I would love to do one for you if that's what you'd like. Small fee gets involved, I'm afraid, but it's what I do for a living. So anyway, if you'd like any of that, 35and83@gmail.com, which is down there in the description. Meanwhile, thanks very much for watching. Have a fantastic time ahead. Hit the subscribe button because there are always more videos coming. And leave me a comment. Let me know which cards you picked. Helps our spirit guides all get zeroed in on each other, you see. That's the thing. And I will look forward, friends, to seeing you in a future video. Have a fabulous weekend. There'll be another video out again very soon, demonstrating my antics on the road to South Wales. And if you're from that South Wales church, by the way, hi to you. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Everyone else, I look forward to seeing you in a future video. So take good care of yourselves. Love and light, blessings, and peace.